Ippo will be back, we all know this, but what will bring him back? What will be the trigger? Is it something specific or maybe even a person? I found something in chapter 1277 that will shock you. When Ippo visited Date's gym to let his students spar Date's students, they all met up with the OGs from the early days. Okita is in the building, Kobashi as well, and who's this? Takamura's last opponent? No, it's Oda Yusuke. Bro must have eaten his last opponent before retiring. They let their students spar and Ippo's guys get absolutely shredded like carrots for a salad. Then suddenly some hot news hit the gym. This was back when Sendo dropped Ricardo in Mexico during their spar. Fuji says Ricardo was downed by none other than Sendo. Ippo looks like he wants the manga to end right there, right now. Date can't believe that some youngster did what he was dreaming of for 7 years. He says Ricardo's knee is touching the canvas. That's a big deal. Ippo says when it's Sendo doing something like that, he understands. Then Kobashi and the other guys say Sendo is awesome. He's not only forced his way into Mexico, but he's got a match lined up too. He's unstoppable. Ippo agrees. He says unstoppable is the best way to describe him. Back when Ippo was injured during the Rookie King tournament, Sendo pushed his way into the Kamogawa gym and made the match happen. People get swept up in his energy and pushed to action. It's impossible to be around him and not be affected. Keep this in mind for later, and now pay close attention. Date says, his energy or his fire? This is super important. I'll get back to it in a second. When the others keep talking about Gonzalez and Sendo, someone suddenly chimes in. And then he punches the punching bag. The person says, "Are you really okay with that, Makunuchi?" It's Date's son, Yuji. Date tries to check him for giving Ippo some attitude. He says you beat Sendo yourself, and he might steal your chance at fighting Ricardo. In that moment, he remembers Yuji from back then and how he asked Ippo to avenge Date's loss to Ricardo. Ippo says, "So you started boxing?" But Yuji has enough of small talk and simply walks past him. He continues, "I won't be able to make it in time, but I thought someone else might be able to do it in my place. I really believed it would be you." Now Date straight up shouts at him. Imagine how crazy this dialogue is, especially in Japanese culture. Your kid talking to one of your old opponents like this. The disrespect, bro. But he's kinda spitting truth. Yuji keeps going. "Back then you said it was impossible as you were." He means Ippo's promise. "So when will you be able to?" Damn. Date says that's enough. Go do your road work. Ippo is in complete disbelief. Imagine you're chilling and some kid calls out your entire life and decisions. Ippo can't even chill for a second without being confronted about his retirement. Date looks ashamed and apologizes to Ippo. He has empathy for him because he knows what Ippo is going through. Suddenly, Oda starts shouting. He says with Ippo's strength, it's a waste. They always thought of him as the poster boy for their generation. For him to shrivel up and die with his tails between his legs gives them a bad rep. Suddenly, Okita says, "Shut up, Oda, you fat ass." That's absolutely uncalled for. Why is he roasting him like that, bro? Oda destroyed Ippo more than Takamura ever did. This makes them 1-to-1, to be honest. Later, after Ippo leaves the gym, they start talking about retirement and comebacks. Kobashi asks Date the following. "What's necessary for making a comeback? What thoughts did you have when you returned to the ring?" And now the most relevant statement ever for Ippo's retirement. Forget anything else. Date ponders this question for a moment and then says, "There were no thoughts involved. It wasn't this. It was this." And he points to his heart. For normal, everyday people, the ring is a brutal, unrelenting place. As ferocious as the depths of hell. To throw yourself back into that hell, you only need one thing. Fire. Even if you're burnt by hellfire, you need to strike back with your own flames. Date explains that even after retirement, he could still feel the embers smoldering. But once the flames died down entirely, of course he means he stopped boxing, since that's what happened. So the burning question is, did the flames die down for Ippo? I'll let you answer. Look at him. As Date delivers his speech like Napoleon Bonaparte, we see Ippo standing in the wind. He grabs his chest, exactly like Date did when he talked about flames. He looks to be deep in thought. The words of Date's son reminded him once again that he still has things to do in the ring. And to tie it back to Sendo, Ippo explained that his energy influences all the people around him. He meant even himself. Date corrected him in his mind and said his fire. Sendo's flames are about to ignite Ippo's embers soon. I think that's exactly the connection Date made. If Sendo was able to make Ippo agree to fight him with an injured fist, you can be damn sure he'd be able to motivate him to come back. Everything hinges on Sendo versus Ricardo now. Nothing else left.